Hey everyone, welcome back to another Gekishin Squadra update talk about. So here we're going to talk about the December 2024 update, the patch notes, all the information that was given, and what to look forward to. So let's get right into it. Start off with the patch notes. Big point of focus here were bug fixes made. So let's take a look at the buffs first. 17. The rate at which energy is replenished based on the number of skills that are on cooldown increased from 10% to 15% per skill. And his skill 3, the Android's Barrier, cooldown decreased from 15 seconds to 13 seconds. Oh no, this isn't bad. It's very minor buffs, which is much nicer than major buffs, because it's not going to upset the game for everyone else. All right, so that's my opinion on that. You're going to be able to play a bit more of a defensive game, being able to replenish your skills with your overdrive a little faster, being able to pop shields a bit faster. So no, I think it's pretty good. Berlin. The cooldown reduction on skills when applying marked to enemies has increased from 0.5 to 1 seconds. Energy Mine maximum range has increased from 6.5 to 6.5, 6.5, 6.5. So it looks like it's a flat 6.5 around the board. I'm 90% sure that refers to skill level. So 1, 2, 3. You're gonna be able to put it 6.5 meters away from you at first, instead of just 4 at the first and 6.5 later. So that's pretty nice as well, increasing your range. Time until the camera begins to move after activated, increase from 0.1 to 0.4. Okay. Solar Flare. Time until attack activates decreased. Time until the attack can be cancelled decreased. So again, a lot of minor buffs. Scattering wave, damage dealt to enemy blast will controlled increase. So you're getting a decrease to the scattering energy wave. Double the damage, which is really nice. It's arguably one of Krillin's best kits. The energy mine is pretty good for setting up a defensive maneuver. But if you're talking about kills, then skill 3 is the way to go. Fall off when multiple blasts hit disperse decreased 5%, 10%, 10%. Okay. So Krillin looks like he's getting some nice buffs. Arguably based off of, let's see. We got Hit, Baby, and Helpers. Okay. So looks like Krillin is getting the best out of this. So if you're a Krillin player, congrats to you. Awesome. Hit, skill 1 death blow. The width of the energy wave expanded from 0.75, 1.5 to 1.25, 1.5, and 2.0. Okay, so it looks like he got a 0.5 meter increase across the board, which honestly is pretty good. Being able to get your hits a bit more consistently is also really nice. Baby, skill 2 energy explosion. Cooldown decreased 18 to 15 seconds. Cooldown reduction of possession when hitting enemy heroes increased. Okay, so a lot more balancing in the buffs comes into terms of cooldown. We didn't really see a lot of damage touching right there, except for Krillin, where he got doubled on scattering energy wave. So that's really nice. Helpers. Rush boost, which is nail. Damage increase from 150 to 200. That's pretty good. So honestly, everyone gets some about the board. 3 of your technical characters get buffs, which is nice. Baby as a tank gets a little bit of a buff for assisting others. Really good. And then Rush boost, which is a DPS helper. That's all in all. Nerfs. All right, this is what I'm looking forward to. Gohan. So, base HP decreased. So he started around 11.6 and went up to a max of nearly 24. Now you start off at 99 and you cap out at 20. So you're getting nearly a hit of your upper echelon of HP of 4,000 points. So honestly, giving him a bit more of a frail body, I think is a great balance. Because there were times where it feels like he's too hard to kill. it's a very fine line you have to run with those kinds of features because, well, you know, you can make the character too weak and then you have to rebuff him. So you're playing a little game here or there. Skill 1 Jack Blast. Damage decreased 45.56 to 315, 350, 420. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I want to say that's about a 20, maybe a 15 to 20% decrease. That's pretty good. As someone who has struggles playing against Ultimate Gohan, it's not good for Gohan, it's good for everyone else. Energy wave damage increased, okay. So, you know, you get some strike damage decrease, but you get some bonuses here, which makes it a bit more of a ranged version rather than a physical version. Rolling Hammer, the cooldown was increased from 7 seconds to 10 seconds. It did feel like that would happen a lot, right? You get into a combat and he can pop it free, maybe even 4 times if you're a tank. Power Unleashed, remove the effect that further increases stacks when first hit follow-ups. It puts in an enemy hero. Super Mock Break, for damage decreased, nearly cut in half. I think it has cut in half perfectly. But the shockwave damage increased. So it's a little under doubled. So, fascinating approach on Gohan. You know, they want to keep him balanced because, you know, you don't want to disappoint people who like to play Gohan fans, those who paid for him. They changed his play style. Physical attackers are gonna have a better time with Gohan, but he's got better ranged options now, if that makes sense. So characters like Bojack might have a bit of a harder time, but Trunks will have a bit of a better time. Just kind of a very weird between physical and range. Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, good to see him debuffed as well. He's also super pain to fight. Meteor Extrusion, stagger time when driven to a wall decreased to 1.5. I would like to see a bit of a bigger decrease, but any decrease is going to be nice. You know, 0.5 seconds. It may not feel like much, but when you actually get into the game, it is going to feel pretty valuable to get that 0.5 seconds, right? So, yeah, we're going to take any debuff we can get. I hate being in a tank and fighting a Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. Barrier Wall. Barrier duration decreased from 5 to 3.5 seconds. Okay, that's pretty good. Yeah, that was a pain. Vegeta is a pain to fight against as a tank. So seeing some debuffs on my end is nice, especially as a Cell. Because he'll stun you and then he'll throw up the wall, and by the time you're done with this, he's already back where he's got his supports there to where he can essentially have a hard time being killed. You need a lot of damage really fast. Additional HP gain decreased 15, 20, 25 to 15, 70.5 and 20. Okay, so they don't affect that baseline. That's pretty good. I like that. That's pretty solid. All in all, Vegeta did get hit decently hard, but that's fine because he was very good. Helpers, attack buffs. All attack up effects decreased from 350 to 250. So the current attack buffer is President of the World, Mayor of the World. I forget his name specifically, but you know, I don't use him too often, so I'm not affected much by it. In theory, that's pretty solid. It's significant. Decoy. AoE decreased 7.5 to 5 meters and effect duration from 1.5 to 1. So the one that people are typically running for decoy right now is General Rildo. That's pretty good to get hit. That's like tank's top pick for a lot of people. I typically go with Kaba because I like the defense buff in the early game, and it can help you survive a little bit longer as a tank rather than a getaway or a kill tool. But all in all, that's pretty good. Adjustments. Star Collection. Ultimate Gohan was added to Hero Unlock 1. I was anticipating that. Okay. Star Collection 75 is changed to Hero Unlock 1. Even if you already completed it, you could do so again. So this is super, super nice. Okay. If you were already level 75 or above, just click on the Star Collection. You're going to be able to pick from Super Saiyan 3 Goku, God of Destruction Toppo, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, or Ultimate Gohan. Which is really nice. Daily shop bonus that can be obtained every day for free is changed now to only include Zenny and SG capsules. So, no more free hero memories from that, but they give you memories for super cheap. When you have the Zenny, you're gonna get a plus on that. Bug fixes. Ultimate Gohan. Fix an issue where a stack count would reset to 0 when dealing additional damage with the Divine Combo Cards Lightning Switch and Pursuer while the stack count was 1. Added missing text to the Super Attack Mock Break. Okay, so good that they're giving us some details on the bug fixes. I'm a fan of that. Improvements in special G grade capsules. Added a button to open 6 SG capsules at once. See, I like that. Typically, you're only able to open 1 at a time, but you could open 6 if you paid out the 250, 350 Dragon Gems, which I'm not gonna do because that's purely cosmetic. I could buy characters or I could buy specific skins, but I do like to stack until sets of 5. So all in all, pretty solid. Take a look at Broly. Broly's joining the fight. I'll have to get a video on him when I unlock him. He's a damaged hero who looks like he likes to attack and push. He's got lower speed, but is very bulky and tanky. He is a low difficulty character, which is kind of nice. Those tend to be decent. And let's see, events and campaigns. So they actually have a new campaign out, which is really nice. Twitch drops. Watch Gekishin Squadra live streams, those that are approved while logged in, to gain some items. Your account has to be linked to your Bandai Namco ID, but you'll be able to claim some drops. This isn't the first set of Twitch drops they've done, but it is the first bit in a while. Watch for 30 minutes. You're gonna get some 5G capsules. Watch for an hour. You're gonna get 2,000 Zenny. 2 more hours. You get 5 promo capsules. And 3 or more hours, you're gonna get 3K Zenny. Honestly, not bad. 5K Zenny overall and some capsules. Pretty good, all things considered. Right? So, I'd say, you know, for some Gekishin Squadra in the background while you're playing. And you go through, this just talks to you about how to connect your account. Get some more news and updates. Okay? So, first off, Trial Heroes. Super Saiyan Kale is one of our DPS picks right here. Where is she? Honestly, I'm a fan. I know she was put at a high difficulty. I think she's good. If you're looking for a new DPS, or you're a fan of the character, you're probably in good luck. Try out Kale while you can. She is pretty nice to play. Her ultimate's a great killer if you know how to use it at the right timing. Her skill 2 is amazing. Her skill 1 is good. Her skill 3 is a little that's all in all pretty solid. And her passive, being able to buff your allies, is really nice. Just an ultimate killing machine. 18 is in the trials list. Okay, so if you're ever curious to try 18, she is available for you to try. She's good. I don't really care for her playstyle, but she does have some good techniques and she can put in a lot of damage real quick. We're looking at Super Saiyan 2 Khalifa. So Khalifa is, I'm not the biggest fan, maybe because I'm spoiled with Cell, but she's fine. I'll play her if I need to, but personally I'd pick Baby or Cell over playing her. But I know a lot of people who do like her. Her being able to draw attention with enraging people is really nice. We're looking at Zamasu. I'm not crazy on Zamasu. He definitely goes a little bit lower on my tank list on how I like to play. But if you are a good Zamasu and you can get some support, he'd be really good. I can see a Zamasu Boo Boo pairing doing really well, make him essentially immortal. We're looking at Krillin. I mean, I've talked about Krillin in the past. He's good. I guess now's the perfect time to try him out with his new buffs. So, yeah, I mean, he's good. He's solid. Again, he's not my tech go-to, but he is a great representation of what tech is supposed to do. Run some defense, run some offense and support, but you're not the one going for kills. Deal damage to the enemy bases. And then we're looking at Android 17. Sorry. I'm not crazy on 17. I wished I liked him a little bit better. He's just... See, they put him at low difficulty. I put him at higher difficulty because it's a matter of knowing when to shield. Alright, but being able to shield your allies is pretty solid on all. You know, sometimes you just need that little bit of kill, and having his infinite energy generators so you can get another skill off for an unexpected kill is super nice. Okay. The tiers have not changed for the most part. So tier 2 characters are still, and this is for start grades, still Cell, still Cooler, still Go Tanks. Tier 3 characters currently still Trunks, still Caulifla, still Frieza. See, where's Frieza? Boom. And still the Gammas. Okay. And your tier 4s, still Kale. I just looked at her. Boom. Still Boo Boo. Still got Gohan the Youth. And still looking at Zamasu. So, no real changes there. Big change in the tier system is your tier 1. Of the addition of Broly, Ultimate Gohan has come in. And so we're looking at Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, Ultimate Gohan, and Super Saiyan 3 Goku in the tier 1 ranking system. If you are already tier 75, you get ability to unlock Topo, but if you're going to upgrade into tier 75, then you do not get access to that Topo, which kind of puts us in some positions where some characters are currently unlockable, non-unlockable. I don't know how you want to put it. So we're looking at characters like Topo's technically in that weird purgatory, Hit, 17, Mini Goku, Bojack, Super Oob, Deborah. There's a good amount of characters. However, they have been giving characters away for free. For example, this week you play 10 games as a DPS, you're going to be able to unlock Gamma 1 and Gamma 2 for free, which honestly not bad. They're tier 3 right now, but they used to be tier 2. And they're a very interesting character type. So when I get a Gamma video out, you can watch that. But I think that just about goes over what we're trying to get to today. Some buffs, some debuffs. Broly's out, buy him if you want, wait for him to come free if you want. They are listening to the community. So all in all, fairly good day. If there's anything you wish for me to talk about in terms of Dragon Ball Gekishin Squadra, please feel free to let me know. I'm going to try and keep up to date with these updates. You'll have a beautiful day, And my friends, as always, stay sloppy.